Stadium here in Kansas City.
The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Buying time to his left.
He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Flushed out right.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got it. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10
at their own 16. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. He's got a 1st down past the 30 and all the way up to the 31-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Winston.
On the check down, it's Ingram.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Winston now. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Attack, attack. Silver, silver. Check 99, check 99. Shit.
Now Mahomes.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Edwards-Helaire.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Noah Gray
There to make the grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Jameis now on first down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Winston toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
On 3rd down, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. To throw is Winston. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Set him back 5. Now a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Chiefs 21, Saints 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Kamara there with a first down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's second down. 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Being chased out left. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Hill diving, and he's got it full extension. What a catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
Circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker now to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A give. This is Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he'll go down at the 28. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. It's complete. Slings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Mahomes will throw for it. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end.
Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried in the fire? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New Orleans Saints.
From way up at the 23. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Prescott on first down. On the move to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Prescott. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Prescott steps away. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott flushed out right. Space to run past the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Prescott steps away to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. The give is to Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. 7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Quan Alexander.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And all the way down to the 37. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Winston. There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A 1st down throw for Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
From the gun, Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Again, it's Winston. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Winston now.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
They run. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, and it's Kamara again.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Throwing, Winston. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Randy Gregory. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Third and goal, Winston. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Finding room to the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And that's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running with Kamara. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll try the air now with Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll throw now on the final play. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. On third down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Saints.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. That's out to the flat for Ingram. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
First down, Saints.
Jameis now on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. That's tough there, starting to mount a good drive. Quarterback lets his guard down for just a moment, and it's going to bite him.
And I was just about to remark how controlled the game they were here in this third quarter, but that return for 6 points, we now have a game again.
And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice, and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, Let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help them a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
First down, Winston. Thomas has got it, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Michael Thomas. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On second down, Kamara. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. A first down throw for Winston. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This is Ingram on first and 10. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Brent Urban there to get him down. On second and 9, Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Saints. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
They'll turn to Kamara.
And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Elliott. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Prescott on first down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Now Prescott.
And that's Elliott, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Here's Dak. He's got Elliott.
And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Prescott.
Elliott a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
starting to wonder here. Are they trying to prevent winning? Because right now, they're laying back and they're picking them apart, moving the ball downfield. I think they got to start bringing a little pressure towards the quarterback.
Rolling to his left. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Now Dak. Flush to his right.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for two and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the one and even the score?
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with now. It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on second down. Now Winston. Thomas brings it in. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Pollard to return from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward. Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.